making this video just for you. So I cleaned my face with Anua's pore control cleansing oil, and then I cleaned my face with Dermalogica daily micro exfoliant. It comes in a powdered form. I don't know if it's available in New Zealand, but buy this one if you want to. It's a really good exfoliant. You can use it every day. It's good for your skin. It also brightens your face. So if you're looking for this, that's called Dermalogica. Okay, so after cleaning, I'm gonna use this Paula's Choice exfoliator toner. As you can see, I have this pimple here, and so I'm gonna use this. Take a little bit. Dab, dab, dab. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna apply Innisfree Vitamin C Serum. It has green tea enzyme vitamin C brightening serum. I'm gonna use this. Take 2 drops. Again, I like to apply my serum dabbing it. And then since I'm gonna use makeup, I don't want to use so much of skincare, so I'm just gonna use my favorite product, La Roche-Posay cream. Not forgetting our neck area. Okay, skincare is done. I'm gonna let my skincare absorb into my skin for a few minutes, might be 2 to 3 minutes, and then I'm gonna start applying makeup. Okay, time for makeup. So I'm gonna start with Too Faced Born This Way Undetectable Medium to Full Coverage Foundation. It's in the color light beige. Light beige. So I'm gonna take just 1 pump of it. That's about it. That should be good. And I'm gonna take a foundation brush. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of foundation, and then I like to start with dabbing it onto my skin. Like not gliding it, but dabbing it. And to be honest, dabbing the product is actually good rather than gliding your product. So for the first application, I always like to dab it into my skin. And since we have skincare, it's not going to do any damage. Okay. Then I'm gonna use concealer. My favorite concealer of all the time is e.l.f. concealer. It says hydrating camo concealer. It gives you full coverage. Even if I'm not in the mood to use foundation, I will always apply concealer. So this is like a full coverage concealer. So you're gonna go very little bit amount of it. Since I like to highlight my brows. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna let this sit for a few seconds. Okay, a few seconds are up. Now I'm gonna apply concealer with the concealer brush. Concealer brush. I'm gonna same dabbing it into the skin first. Covering our corner of the eye. Now I like to conceal my corner of the eye in an uplifting manner so that it gives a lifted look. I'm gonna use again the concealer brush as I want to just use to a broader area. Now it's fine for me to not hide the pimple over here and here. But since I'm gonna show you how the full coverage is done, I'm just gonna cover it. You will still be able to see the indentation, just the redness will be gone. So I'm just gonna take a concealer brush again, and this NARS concealer is my favorite. It gives you full coverage with a little bit of product. It's in a light 2.8 maroon glaze is what it's called. Yeah. So you see there's literally very minor amount of product. I'm gonna just dab it into my skin. Now I'm gonna do some eye makeup. It's called Nude Ambition from Morphe. I like to go very light for my eye makeup. So I'm just gonna go with headline nudes. Take it. The first I applied was just a base for the glitter that I'm gonna use now. So next is it's called I normally go with Gold Digger or the Sunset Trip. So today I wanna just go with Sunset Trip. Sunset Trip is this one. Very light because I don't like my eyes popping out too much. I like my eye makeup subtle, so that's what I'm gonna make it look like. Next up is mascara. L'Oreal Panorama. Nothing too fancy, but this is the favorite mascara. I love it so much. Done with eye makeup, including mascara. Next is sculpting the face. So the only part I like to sculpt in my face is the jawline. You can even go like this, but I don't have it right now. Or maybe a little bit on my nose sometimes. That's it. Sorry, I forgot to tell you, the sculpt contour was from Makeup by Mario and in the shade Dark. And it's called Soft Sculpt Shaping Stick. So with the brush and contour brush, I'm gonna sculpt my jawline. You're gonna sculpt this to the point that you do not see the difference in color. That's about it. Now I'm gonna use a small brush. I'm just gonna use a small brush to sculpt this. That's it. Now my favorite part. So my favorite part, blush. Blush is from Makeup by Mario in the shade Dusty Rose. So just apply on the cheeks, going up so that we look sculpted, baby. We don't want to have a teenager face with a puffiness. That was just a fun, okay? You look best. Anyways, again take the contouring brush or the blush brush, and then we're gonna smudge it into the skin. I like to drag it up to the forehead, but it's up to you where you like to put the blush. But I like my blush up to the forehead. I love this blush. It's so soft. It's not a very pigmented color, which I don't like it, and it's perfect for a day-to-day basis. See, it's not too bright and it's not too blushy. It just gives you a natural pinky glow, and that's what we want to look like. Next is Locking Our Makeup by Milani Conceal Perfect Powder. in the shade Translucent. It blurs out your makeup. It doesn't look like, you have a patchiness somewhere on the face. So this is the perfect drugstore brand. I'm just gonna take my puffy powders puff. Yeah, I'm just gonna use a very little because I don't want to look powdery. So once I have the product on the puff, I still want to buff it out on my wrist, and then go lightly to your makeup. Okay. Then the next part is favorite part. You can use any lipstick you want, but for today I'm gonna use Charlotte Tilbury lip shade. I'm gonna shape it with a liner. The next lip shade I'm gonna use is, give me a minute. Too many products in my bag. Forget it. Okay. This is called Marcel Perfect Rose. I always like to keep my lips in a neutral shade. Then I'm gonna use L'Oreal Breakfast in Bed. It's a matte lipstick. Again, a shade very similar to my lip color. As I said, I don't like my lipstick too bright. Once this is done, now I want to use Huda Beauty Filler Jelly Oil on top of it because I like my lip glossy. One more thing. The last thing I do is I like to highlight this part, corner of the eye, with Gold Digger eyeshadow. Take a little bit on a smudger brush and then take the excess out. Alright, all done. And locking the whole makeup with L'Oreal Infallible 3-second setting mist spray, the perfect and the good one in the market, affordable. Okay, take a deep breath and then spray it on your face. Hold your breath. That's it. Your makeup is done and you look fab. And end your makeup with a cute smile.